Alright, so I've been wanting to make some sort of video about one or both of these shows, but honestly, like, I didn't find either one so amazing or so horribly bad that I wanted to make a video solely about that show. But I would like to talk about a few of the I decided about them. So which was Titans, and I got the DC Universe app specifically so I could watch Titans, because I've been hearing mixed reviews. Some people thought it was garbage, some people thought it was great. I decided to get the DC Universe app on for the week free trial, and I'm like, I'll just watch as much stuff on here as I can before the week trial is up. To me, it wasn't worth keeping, because I wanted them to have more content, especially more films, more modern, and they have none of the DC films. I just didn't, I don't know, I love the animated films that they had on there, which is like their strong point, DC's strong point. But anyway, I hope that that is better in terms of recent content. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. I got it specifically to watch Titans, and that was the first thing I watched, and I binged it in like 2 days, and I'll say I wasn't blown away by it. I liked it, and here's the thing that you should know about me. I hate Robin. That is a character that I absolutely despise. I don't know why. It's Stan sidekicks, man. Like, they just seem like, Whenever Robin was on Batman the Animated Series, like, once it became Batman and Robin, like, Adventures, I didn't care. Like, I didn't care about it anymore. I didn't care about the episodes that featured Robin. I didn't like the movie Batman and Robin. I didn't care for Batman Forever. I just don't like seeing Robin, dude. I don't care for the character. However, this version of Robin, I hated the least of all the versions of Robin I've ever seen. So it has that going for it. Their depiction of Robin, I actually kind of enjoyed. Like I said, I don't love Robin, but he's not really a sidekick in this one. He's the leader, so maybe that's what it was that I enjoyed about it. So this is my least hated version of Robin I've ever seen. So there's something. I actually liked the actress who played Starfire. I thought she did. I don't know, like Beast Boy, that's another character I'm not super excited about in general. But I don't know, I wasn't super excited about any of the other characters, to be honest. The greatest thing about Titans was that final episode where Robin is trying to hunt down Batman because Batman has lost control and is murdering people. Dude, that was beautiful. Like, that entire episode was fantastic. Even though it ended up all being in his mind, spoiler alert, that was the darkest, most badass episode I've ever seen, dude. Like, that, not ever seen, but, actually, I mean, it outperformed a lot of episodes of shows that I loved. That was an episode. If the entire season had been that awesome, you know, I'd be giving it a rave review. But in all honesty, it was mediocre. The entire season was like, I could live with or without this series. I would maybe watch a season 2, but I'm not like, please God, come out with a season 2. So that's how I feel about Titans. Robin was more enjoyable than any other Robin, which isn't saying a lot. And the episode that featured Batman, sadly, it's like the show's not supposed to be about Batman, you know what I mean? But the one that featured Batman is the one that I actually enjoyed the most. So that's what I have to say about Titans. I like the dark feel. I like the grit. DC spark. That's not what I dislike about the DCEU films. It's not that they're dark, and it's not that they're gritty. It's not that they don't have humor. That's fine. Some movies are like that, and some comic books are like that, and that's fantastic. I have no problem with that at all. But I liked the things I dislike about the DCEU films are just, I don't know, story. Honestly, I think it's just story, and then the cheesiness of Justice League. They switched things up, would put humor into it. It was just weird. Anyway, once again, not what this video is about. Titans was mediocre. The final episode was fucking badass. And Robin was, I didn't hate him. So, that's Titans. Then, the week that the Umbrella Academy came out, I was like, oh shit, another comic series. So I decided to binge that. I binged that in like 2 days as well. And I have to say, I another mediocre story. Like, I'm not in love with really any of these characters. I take that back. The saving grace for me about Umbrella Academy is Klaus. Klaus was a beautifully crafted and acted character, and it was the most interesting character to watch out of all of these characters on the show. Beautifully acted, beautifully written, beautifully... his storyline was my favorite. And honestly, his power, like, I wasn't excited about it in the beginning, but the actor was so riveting, dude, and did such a good job at playing this character and bringing it to life that I cared about him the most out of all of these characters. The person I cared about the least was Ellen Page's character. Like, Vanya. I think it's just Ellen Page. I just don't like Ellen Page. Like, Juno was okay. But honestly, she seems to me like she's Juno in every movie. Like, she's the same character in every film. It's kind of like Denzel Washington usually is kind of like the same character in every film. But I love Denzel Washington. But you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Some actors, actresses, what they bring to each role is uniquely them, and sometimes each role seems a little bit the same. Ellen Page is one of those to me. She's just annoying to me, and I did not like her character in the show, and I didn't like... I'm sorry, Ellen Page, but, you know, like, who am I? Who gives a fuck what I think? Some people love Ellen Page. But, I don't know. I didn't like her in this. I at least didn't like her character. Nothing against her, you know what I mean? But I don't enjoy her movies that much, and I didn't enjoy this character on this series. Like I said, Klaus, an amazing character. The storyline was, it was alright. I liked that it was time travel. Like, that's what kept me watching, is that it was time travel. So I liked the character, number 5. The time travelers, I love that this series, this season, had to do with time travel extensively. I like that. And that's about it. That's what I liked about it. Otherwise, it was actually kind of boring. But since Klaus was in it so often, especially where he goes to Vietnam and stuff, like, and they don't even show much of that. They show flashbacks of it, but I thoroughly enjoyed his story. It was enough to keep me watching. So if I had to choose between these two shows, if I absolutely had to, which, God, I would hate to have that choice, like, this is all you get is these two, I think I would go with Titans, honestly. Umbrella Academy, besides Klaus, was kind of boring to me, and I didn't like I liked the time travel, but I didn't like that it was all about Vanya, the white violin. I wasn't blown away by the story, and some of the characters were kind of lame to me. The angsty dude, like, I think the guy who, like, you know, doesn't like authority, and I can't remember his name right now, but you know what I'm talking about. The vigilante guy all these years, out on the street on his own. I wanted to love that character, but I really didn't. So maybe it was just the acting or the portrayal of that character or the dialogue that was written for him. I don't know. It seemed like over the top, like he was trying too hard. But I absolutely enjoyed Klaus. So, I don't know. I'm actually probably more excited for a season 2 of Umbrella Academy, but of the season 1s, if I have to judge them, I probably enjoyed Titans a tad bit more. So, there it is. There you have it. That's my opinion on the Umbrella Academy and Titans. And I'll probably Titans versus the Umbrella Academy. Anyway, if you like videos like this where I talk about TV series, movies, comic books, nerd shit, pop